Hey, what's up everyone? Baller here. This is now the fourth game that we have for today, January 29, 2024, NBA Game Day. This is a battle between Utah Jazz and the Brooklyn Nets, which will happen at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That's going to be 8:30 a.m. here in Manila. And I'm just inviting everyone who have not subscribed yet to our YouTube account or YouTube channel, Baller. Please click on the subscribe button below. At the same time, hit on that bell logo. That way, automatically, you guys will be receiving notifications whenever new videos are uploaded. Approaching this game, Utah Jazz, they got a record of 24 wins and 23 losses, while for Brooklyn Nets, they have a record of 18 and 27. So it's actually Utah who has, a record way better than Brooklyn, as they have a record above 500%. We actually provide free picks right here in our YouTube channel, Baller. But for those who would want to avail our premium picks or premium packages, you might want to reach us through Instagram, Telegram, WhatsApp, or even Messenger. Just go ahead and take a look at the descriptions of our videos and you would see the details right there. Now, upon checking, the spread that is given is actually very low. It's just at -1. So it really doesn't make sense to actually take that. So let's just do money line on this particular game, all right? Brooklyn Nets, they would have the home court advantage on this. In terms of fatigue, well, both teams are coming off rest, so we can just skip that part. In terms of momentum, well, this is crazy because both teams are actually coming off wins. But we got to pick Utah Jazz because Utah Jazz, they are on back-to-back wins. And not only that, for their last 10 games, they have won 7. If we will, compare it with Brooklyn, yes, they are coming off a win, but for their last 10 games, they have only won 3. So Utah Jazz, they have been more consistent than Brooklyn for the past couple of weeks. And let's take a look at the availability of the players and the health of both teams. Now, let's start off with Brooklyn. With Brooklyn Nets, well, 3 players are confirmed out already. We got Dorian Finney-Smith, Dariq Whitehead, and Day'Ron Sharpe. And we have Ben Simmons right here, who is actually tagged as probable for this game. So again, 3 players confirmed out. And we have 1 player, that's Ben Simmons, who is actually tagged as probable. So this is going to be interesting to see how Ben Simmons would come back to the team, especially that Brooklyn is coming off a win. Now for Utah, this is actually great because, once again, Utah Jazz, they are all available and everyone's healthy to play. So another advantage should be given towards Utah Jazz. Now we can see here that there's just a lot of respect that is given towards what's that again? I'm sorry, I'm getting crazy. I'm thinking about Chicago Bulls, but we're talking about Brooklyn Nets. I'm talking about Ben Simmons. Yeah, hold up. Sorry. So Ben Simmons. There are expectations that Ben Simmons will actually be suiting up and will be playing for this game, and you can see the advantages that are made by those who are creating the spread. It's down to -1, which is the spread. For me, that's just crazy because Utah Jazz, I mean, they have a better record. They have been playing more consistently lately. So that's just too crazy. But for me, it's more respect being given to Simmons. But I feel like they're actually missing the part that Dorian Finney-Smith will not be available for Brooklyn Nets. And Dorian Finney-Smith is a very good player. He is very productive. From the rebounds, from the defense, and of course from the scoring part. And without Dorian Finney-Smith going up against Utah Jazz, that's another one man down, right? So I don't know, but again, it's nice to see Ben Simmons back if ever he would indeed be playing right here. But I feel like Utah Jazz would still be able to come up with a win, even if it's gonna be Brooklyn's home. I mean, Utah Jazz, they have been more consistent. They have very good bigs to score. And again, Brooklyn Nets, they are missing like a couple of bigs, and that will be a huge check for Utah Jazz. Another thing is that Utah Jazz, they have off the bench players who can actually score a lot, and that would actually hurt Brooklyn Nets because their bench is not that deep really. I mean, Brooklyn Nets, if there's one thing that they're good at, that's shooting those 3 point, taking those 3 point shots and making them. And for Utah Jazz, they're one of the teams who can actually make those defense, and not only that, they can also defend. They can also defend those 3 point shots, even with their second unit. So I'm gonna stick with Utah Jazz in here, and of course we will do money line because the spread is too small anyway. So our pick on this one would be Utah Jazz money line, and we're actually expecting Markkanen to actually have a good game in this. Brooklyn Nets, I know they have someone long and tall, and Nick Claxton, but I feel like Markkanen would actually be able to score like more than 23, 24 points on this one. Right? So again, that's Utah Jazz money line. Peace out. Pasay love. God bless.